you solve a problem that extends beyond your own lifespan? That question may be the essence of civilization. The only answer I can find is to initiate a process, to create an environment in which the solution will occur independently of yourself. But that requires a difficult sacrifice. Letting go of your desire to bear witness, to exist at the center of the cosmos. To participate in the project of civilization is to accept death.
This is a dream. I'm lucid dreaming. Just let me think now. What did I just see? It was the Talos principle. This might be that most impactful leverage point that I've been seeking. Spiral dynamics, stage yellow. It's about systems and their underlying processes that should create an environment to allow human potential to flourish and coordinate in meeting the world's needs and advancing forward. Thus, guiding the whole society towards the pursuit of the utilitarian mission, the pursuit of the greatest good for the greatest number of conscious beings across space and time. What? Who is this? Feel great. Hello X1, found your profile. I see you have some ideas of what could bring about impactful world improvements. Could you share some with me? Hi Bill, nice to hear from you. There are many ideas and areas. I've taken a note recently. Let me copy paste. Send. I think you should pursue this further, spread the message. This mission shall serve as the means to spark a movement. You are at the defining moment and still have a chance to turn things around compared to us. Compared to you? What do you mean? Eight seconds from now, the lights will go off. Then you will receive a message from David, and then the lights will come on again. What? What? How did you know? This might sound crazy to you, and that's why I proved things to you first. From your perspective, I'm from the future. Here we recently developed an ability to make the high probability predictions of near-term future given the state of the world. This ability made us realize that we ourselves are in a big trouble and might face extinction. In a desperate attempt to save our world, we were lucky to discover a way to connect to the past. Still, we fall prey to the complicated situation that we have created for ourselves. We find ourselves in what looks to be the last moments of our existence, but your trajectory can still be redirected, which is what we tried to do by contacting you. Now it's up to you. The trajectory can be changed if you, humanity from the past, put in the necessary work. With those changes, I'll probably not see the light of day, but I'm happy with giving you another chance.
So, what did we just see? That's a good question. Yes, there were some messages blurred out in the part where that person from the future asks what kind of ideas there are that could change the catastrophic trajectory that they have been on. Those people from the future, and that's why they contact people in present to warn them so that they don't suffer from the same catastrophic consequences of climate change and other problems that people from the future do. And what are then the ideas? I mean, there were some hints in the beginning. This section with how do you solve a problem that extends beyond your own lifespan? That question may be the essence of civilization. The only answer I can find is to initiate a process, to create an environment in which the solutions will occur independently of yourself. So that contains some clues to what we need to do, because any problem, any advancement, it all arises from human potential. And human potential needs a good environment so that people can flourish, so that people can cooperate in solving the problems and advance forward as society, as community, as the whole world. And what would then such an environment entail? So let's imagine a village. A village with some, I don't know, few hundred people, or I don't know how many. So you just have those people, and you know that they need to fulfill their needs. If you look at the world today, in order to fulfill the needs, people need to, they need to work, usually at a company that is owned by a few people, and it is those people who control and decide what company will do. And many times it is not in the interest of the society and of the world, but in the interest of those few people. And it is those systemic dynamics that create many of the problems that we experience today. But if you forget how things are working now, if you just try to rebuild a society from scratch, and of course, all the people, they need the necessities of life. And the other feature or the other parameter to think about might be that each person has a certain knowledge within certain fields. The person might have some skills, right? And in this case, each person can contribute to fulfilling the needs of the community. So then the next step might be that people arrange circles and groups or units within each field. For example, one circle is responsible for food. The other is responsible for housing, and so on and so on. And those people would talk to each other and figure out what needs to be done, what problems needs to be solved, and what projects needs to be created, and also each circle would talk to all other circles because I mean, everything is interconnected. One problem that one circle might encounter, it is probably somehow linked to all other sectors. So that's why they all need to cooperate to come up with best solutions. And this way, new projects would be initiated, and they would be owned democratically by people who are working on these projects. So each venture, each project is democratically owned and run by anyone who is affected by the company's operations, or anyone who is involved in the company itself, and also societal actors that help each company, each venture, each project to be aligned with what is best for the whole society. And that's where those field expertise unions and interdisciplinary unions come in. So you would have various stakeholders, right? Those, various stakeholders, such as customers, consumers, workers, civilians who are affected. You would have field expertise, interdisciplinary expertise. You would have all of these stakeholders that would together come up with what's objectively and reasonably best for society, for the society and for the world as a whole. And this model could be applied on all levels, from local level to the city level, to country, to regions, to the whole world. And this is one way of doing things. But if you look at the world today, this is not how things are done. Political system, it has flaws, and also it is heavily influenced by economic powers. Those commercial private interests that can influence the public discourse and influence politics, and that's the mess we find ourselves in. And if we don't want to end up like those people in the future, then I hope that we will take some time to think about this and figure out how we could prevent the catastrophic consequences, and how we could create a world where we can thrive. And that's what I dream about. I hope you dream about the same things as I do.